Hi everyone, my name is Pep. Today I will be reviewing Tam Dao from Diptyque, House of Diptyque. I've had this bottle for a couple of years now. I bought this secondhand. Now these used to come in the square bottles like this, and now I'll put a picture up on the screen of what shape bottles they are in now. Diptyque have a whole line of fragrances that come in these shaped bottles, apart from one or two. But this is a shape bottle that they used to come in. The fragrance I'm reviewing today is Tam Dao Eau de Toilette concentration. This also comes in an EDP concentration as well, and I will not be doing any kind of comparison to the EDP because I haven't worn or tested the EDP. So this review is based on an older bottle version of Tam Dao Eau de Toilette. So to get straight into it, Tam Dao is named after national park, forest, and there's in the mountains in northern Vietnam, not far from Hanoi. So that's where the inspiration comes from. This is basically one of the woodiest fragrances I have in my collection. It really only reminds me of woods. Now it doesn't really evoke any imagery in my mind of national parks, forests, or even the place that it's been inspired by. So let's get straight into it and I'll give you my thoughts. So I love the opening in this because every time I smell it, it's almost like I've never smelled it before. I'm always kind of taken aback by that really almost freshly sawn greenish wood, and it's just a really peaceful, tranquil fragrance to be wearing. That's what it makes me feel like, and that opening is just perfect. It really captures something new, like it's not an ancient forest smell. This is a new greeny forest smell. But the trick in this fragrance is really how it develops, because when it starts to dry down a little bit, some of that greenness goes away, and there is certainly, as it moves into the heart, more dryness. So the wood starts to get a little bit drier and dustier, and it's I think a real combination of how they've balanced the cedar wood and the sandalwood in this fragrance, because for most of the duration of this fragrance I pick up mainly that more sharper kind of cedar wood smell, and as it moves into the heart it gets a little bit dustier and drier, as I say, so it begins to remind me more of, like fresh sawdust that's been sitting on a wooden floor for a while. But it's still so lovely that nothing about the development of this smell is negative in any way to me. And eventually what happens is it starts to really mellow out, but then for me, on my skin, the sandalwood kind of begins to take over. So you get this really nice balance of dustiness and creaminess as well that comes from that sandalwood. So really what you need to decide if you think you're going to try this fragrance, or it might be something you like, is if that's what you want to smell like. I like wearing this sometimes when I don't want to smell like perfume, if that makes any sense. This scent always calms me. It relaxes me, it centers me, keeps me grounded, and I think it's because of the fact that it's a real essence of wood and connecting to the earth. I know I'm sounding a bit like a hippie, but it makes me feel that way. I really, really enjoy wearing it because I almost don't feel like I'm wearing perfume. That this scent is all for me. But funnily enough, this fragrance has actually got one of the very few, but one of the best compliments, indirect compliments I've ever received from wearing anything. I was wearing this one morning. I got off the train on my way to work, and as I walked out, I overheard a couple of people in front of me, obviously not knowing who it was that smelled this way, just say to each other, "Oh, someone smells great on that train." And it could have been somebody else, but I was sitting near them, and I'm taking credit for that one. Okay, I just liked hearing it because obviously someone could smell it when I didn't think it was projecting that much, and really enjoying the scent as well as a smell. Only negative with Tam Dao EDT, even this older one, and I'm not saying that I think it's been reformulated, but the EDT does turn into a soft skin scent after that initial opening, although I can detect it for at least 6 hours maximum, you know, so it's not fantastic longevity or performance. Now, I'm told that the EDP performs a lot better than the EDT, so I'm keen to try that out, especially if it smells as good or even better than this one. It is the first Diptyque I've tried, and it's made me want to try a lot of others. It's Tam Dao EDT. If you are after something really woody that captures a beautiful combination of cedar and sandalwood that changes from green and fresh in the beginning to a lot more mellow and creamy in the dry down, then please do yourself a favor and check this out. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm rambling. This is Tam Dao by Diptyque.